What's going on, everybody? It's Mark, the Knucklehead Naturalist, out here on the Illinois Prairie Path, just looking to do a quick impromptu video. I want to write a little love letter to the great May Theilgaard Watts. Who was May T. Watts? The mighty May T. Watts. You like the Prairie Path, the Illinois Prairie Path, the very first rails to trails conversion? And that's debatable. I think there's some cheeseheads in Wisconsin that claim that they were the first, but we were the first here to do this, converting the old railroad right-of-way to a nature path, a way to connect us with nature, to get outside and enjoy the sights, the sounds, preserve some of those little fragments of natural areas, of undisturbed areas, and kind of connect it all, connect us. It's a beautiful thing. This was May Watts' vision. She was one of us, man. She was a local Chicago girl, lived her young life in Highland Park, and then kind of lived her adult life in Naperville, okay? She was a naturalist, ecologist, an incredible writer, on par with Aldo Leopold. She was a poet. She was an illustrator, an artist, a phenomenal illustrator, man. Taxonomic sort of line drawings, nature drawings. She drew maps. She drew the map of multiple maps of the Morton Arboretum. Speaking of which, that was kind of her main gig. She was the Arboretum's very first educator, and she did that for many years until she retired from the Arboretum in 1961. After her retirement, she still pushed. She kind of became more of an activist, right? She was the main voice, the main force, a force of nature, so to speak, behind getting this done, converting the defunct Chicago, Aurora, and Elgin Railway into a nature path, right? And that was all her doing. Her letter to the editors of the Chicago Tribune in 1961 was basically the very beginnings of the grassroots movement to get this converted into the Prairie Path. She wrote that letter calling for that conversion. Well, the way she wrote that was just impactful. It was heartfelt. It was soulful. It was poetically written. She's talking about bulldozers drooling. It's really cool, man. She was all about green space. She was all about connecting with nature. Her book that she wrote in 1957 called Reading the Landscape is an absolute classic. That should be mandatory reading. It still stands from a philosophy sort of standpoint, and just the way in which we look at our land and live with our land and conserve our land in terms of the native vegetation that we co-evolved with. She was talking about all that stuff in the 50s, man. In 1927, she was talking about the negative detriments of turf grass, okay? So all you hipsters out there that are all about the kill your lawn movement and all of that, and that's great, that's good, I'm not bashing that, but just know that she was preaching that stuff in 1927, and no one listened, and now we're trying to play catch up, okay? So this woman was an absolute trailblazer, an absolute visionary, an incredible artist, incredible writer, an incredible activist, ecologist, naturalist. That's May Watts, May Theilgaard Watts, absolute badass from the Chicagoland area. She should be a household name to all of us Illinoisans, man. In my humble opinion, or not so humble opinion, she doesn't get nearly the recognition she deserves. So thanks, May, for being that voice. The next time you're walking on the Prairie Path, man, you just kind of think about the great May Watts.